Do you mind if we talk business during a record session?
You ain't on the air?
I'm talking on air, right in front of the people's fucking eyes.
All right, but don't give him no numbers. I like we're doing better than we are.
Inflate the numbers.
Like a stripper shaving her pubes on stage. Now, nice sunglasses, Anthony. Anthony brought up this idea of a live episode. I think the most fun way to do it would be via Zoom, because then you can see everyone. I was looking at Steve Rogers' podcast. He did it that way. A couple other people have been doing it that way. So I was thinking maybe next Monday night, we do the Tuesday free episode as a live Zoom. We record it, obviously, release it on YouTube and release the audio. But the Monday night, our fans get the Zoom. Is anyone down for that? Because if so, I will coordinate the collecting of emails for people who want to be involved.
Yeah, I love that you said I think our best option is Zoom, as if there's any other option. You want to invite people over the house, Brendan?
Break all the rules. Let's do it. Get on TV.
What are you talking about?
I agree with this. Come to our. Let's do it. Let's say fuck it, man.
This is infuriating.
Just like those heroes in Michigan.
This is infuriating because literally
civil liberties.
Friday Night Greg is YouTube live, so there are different options.
No. You want to open up the podcasting world.
Mm-hmm. You're advocating for meeting in public, less than 6 feet away. Is this what I'm hearing?
Spitting in the face of the nurses and the doctor.
Wow.
Everyone.
Man. Let me ask you two.
And the C-Town employees. I count them.
Let me ask you two fucking pinkos a question. Okay. Were you outside at 12 noon saluting the Blue Angels?
I was outside. I didn't see them. They didn't fly over my house. They know better. It's a no-fly zone in Queens.
I couldn't do it. It causes me too much emotion. I tear up too much. I have to stay indoors anytime the Blue Angels are up in the air, I can't. It causes too much in me.
Yeah. I actually also couldn't salute them.
Why? You weren't there?
Why?
How could you salute the pilots of the Blue Angels if you are a pilot of the Blue Angels?
You can fly and salute.
Yeah, but you don't salute yourself. That's a known fact.
You look out the window.
You salute the other guys in the platoon. I'm pretty sure they all.
I hope Derek sees this.
Yeah. Well, that's a sideline. I've been working for a few years now. A little gig as a Blue Angels pilot. It's pretty good.
It's gotta be infuriating, not just for this president, but like any president. Like if you're we were in the military forever, tons of tours, but then the owner of Heinz is now the president, and I gotta salute this fucking guy. That's gotta be kind of shitty, huh?
I see what you're saying.
Because they're not military.
Yeah.
They're just businessmen a lot of times.
Yeah.
Politicians wearing their polos.
Facts.
What up?
Can the Blue Angels tell people they're Blue Angels?
Yeah, it's not like Delta Force. These are the Blue Angels. The Blue Angels are essentially like when it comes to actual fighting of a war, there's not that much call for stunts in formation. You know what I mean? So they're sort of the show team. They're out front. They're the baton twirlers. They're trying to draw people in to sign up. Go ahead, Greg.
Listen to Brendan.
Okay.
Okay. He talks out of his ass 90% of the time. The Blue Angels is a highly elite Secret Service Air Force team. They are constantly undercover, walking around. They pull out their jackets and say, "You're under arrest, Blue Angels." They do Blue Angels NYC. You never saw that show? They're all undercover pilots. Sometimes they're in Boeings. Sometimes they're
one of the Blue Angels is Donnie Wahlberg.
I was on that show.
Yeah, Blue. He does double duty, man. I ain't just a blue blood. I'm a Blue Angel.
That is that spot on Donnie Wahlberg impersonation.
Chief, where are the documents, Chief? I can't find them anywhere.
Dude, it always reminds me of Airwolf. How it was like a helicopter to solve crimes. You know, like that's such over. You can't do anything with a helicopter. You have to be like the Blue Angels. Just like, oh no, the drug dealers are out of control in Queens. Well, here comes 6 fighter jets.
Yeah.
To shoot down Corona.
Thank God the Blue Angels are here. Wait, fireworks?
Yeah.
That's like
my mom is being kidnapped.
That's like, imagine the pitch meeting for JAG. Like, all right, here's the thing. It's gonna be about a Navy attorney. Like, what? Is that even a thing? Yes, it's a thing. You don't know what a JAG is?
Well, what do you see? Why is this such a good idea? Well, every other idea is taken. Every other type of detective might as well do Navy JAG.
Yeah. Well, and are the crimes naval related? No, they're mostly rapes. Okay, it's the same as every other show on TV. It's just they happen in the Navy.
Hang on, guys. I gotta get my chicken soup. This is great, though.
Fuck you! What? I literally ate a sandwich in 3 seconds. I was so worried about getting to the podcast on time. This guy's just making chicken soup that he's casually going to eat.
He's got to get a piece of paper where he writes down times and things to do and get them done before. Well, actually, this is a good break to actually say. I want to shout out. Oh, all right. You don't get to talk.
Let's talk about JAG.
I got to do a thing now. I got to do a shout out to someone who sent me a Stan Lee action figure, man. This guy's the best. Oh, fuck. I should have pulled it up. And then we're going to get back into the heat. Oh, man. I thought I was ready. I wasn't ready.
Can we give a shout out?
Nate Cooksey. This guy sent me a Stan Lee figure from Best Buy. And yeah, that's it.
And not only that, I will say this, because Greg's staging is second to none. Now, his picture on Instagram was not ideal because the lighting didn't work out right. But if I don't know if anyone noticed, he staged that thing so perfectly where he had it in front of his TV. And whose hand was that?
The Sentinel's hand.
A Sentinel's hand was literally grabbing Stan Lee. It was the coolest thing I've ever saw. Greg apologized for the picture. I'm going, this guy's apologizing for the Sistine Chapel? Here, this guy's saying, I'm sorry for creating the greatest, you took the time to find that part of the show, pause it perfectly, and play Stan Lee. Now, unfortunately, you didn't have it was hard to get the backlight of the TV and the light on Stan Lee. I saw what you were going through as a stager during that process. Yes, you had that, and you had Stan Lee. He's got it in his background now, and you had Stan Lee standing there as if he was being grabbed. It was very cool.
Yeah. One other thing, guys, let's not forget. Let's do it at the beginning of the podcast. Business. We're having a hard time. Please join the Patreon.
No.
Here.
Brendan, take it away.
Well, I wouldn't even say that. Look. The truth of the matter is this. I understand a lot of you are in hard positions financially, so we don't want anyone who doesn't have the means to subscribe to the extra levels of the Patreon. We wouldn't ask for that. We also wouldn't ask for donations. We don't want to ask for money for nothing. So what we are offering you, for the people that have already signed up, we're literally doing the Rad Dudecast 4 times a week now. We're doing 4 times a week.
It's good.
And it's really good.
Oh my God. Yesterday's episode, the funniest thing I've ever seen. The first 3 minutes. I watched it so many times. It is so funny.
And Dan,
every time I watch it, I watch a different square. And it's every reaction is fucking gold.
And let me just tell you guys something, you listeners, because this makes for the best commercial I've ever heard. Dan has never once complimented us, okay? We think he's a fan. We don't know. He's never given us a compliment before, and he loved it. That's telling you what you're missing out. We've got the standard $5 tier, the $10 tier, and the $15 tier. The 3 of us made the majority of our money on the road. We are now off the road. That's the deal. That's why we're cranking these out, and we appreciate you, all of those of you that have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed and you have the money and you'd like to do it, you'd like 3 extra Rad Dudecasts in your life per week, go to raddudecast.com/patreon.com/raddudecast. and be sure to click on that level you want to subscribe to. I believe a gentleman. Oh, go ahead, Greg.
No, you saw that. That was trying to be funny.
I believe a gentleman, and I'm going to make him ask for it outright before I give it. But because I said anyone who's I think I said anyone who's a $25 or a $50 subscriber, I'll send a picture of my dick.
Right.
And I just got like a 2 a.m. text message or excuse me, DM from some guy that said, I'm a $50 subscriber.
You gotta send him 2 dicks.
And I think that's what he meant, but I'm gonna make him ask for it before I do that because I was really hoping for more girls. But I guess what do I care? You know?
Yeah.
Hey, man, green is green, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Skin is Caucasian.
Yeah, game for pay.
What do you spend that money on, you know? Masks? You don't need a mask. This virus is a hoax.
Yeah.
So
it's not real.
Trust us. We're in New York. All right?
Yeah.
We see it. Everyone's out having a party. Everyone's coughing on everyone. No one cares. So don't worry. Just send us your money quick.
Yeah. And another thing, a lot of people don't know this, rent has doubled in New York. So we're dealing with a problem no one's talking about. These slumlords of different ethnicities have doubled their rent on us.
Yeah,
these poor artists who live here.
Because not only is New York not have a virus, it's gotten so much more fun. So they've doubled the rent on us, which is messed up because of the lack of virus.
Yeah, but you know what they're doing with that extra rent money? They've added another Yankee Stadium. We've got 2 now. Fast money.
Give it up.
Because they did 2 Yankee Stadiums.
Give it
I
up.
can play in the one.
I would say my part of the commercial was good. It then fell into what I would
Stop eating soup.
What I would qualify as inaccuracies that were detrimental to our cause. What
was the inaccuracy all of a sudden?
Oh, I
you're
guess
the book of record brand.
Okay, should I list them? No need for masks. We're coughing in each other's mouths. Rent has doubled. There's now 2 Yankee Stadiums, etc., etc.
I just want to hear them. They sound funny. I just want to hear them.
That's right. Anthony, this is since we're doing business online, we're also do friendships online. No more eating, man. No more eating on the podcast. You figure it out. Figure it out before. You got to eat before the podcast or after the podcast. You're not jammed with life.
Well, I mean, to each his own.
No.
Nuts. No, we did.
Look, can I say this?
Yeah.
I see your point.
7 years.
7 years. What?
7 years of me yelling at you for this.
Well, they're taking some days off. It's not constant.
That's not
constant. If you add it all up, it's 1 year.
Sure, WrestleMania isn't every day, but it's been happening for about 30 years.
I see your point. I'm with you on that. Okay. I'm almost done. Couple bites left.
I know. I'm letting today be the last.
Oh, cool.
No more.
Okay.
I'm like Michael Jordan now. I have to start getting the team up. You got to hit these shots, man.
We're not doing another goddamn sports episode.
No. You're gonna put him on MJ? Get the fuck out of here. This is Ron Harper, man. You remember that?
They should have got Ron Harper, man.
They should. I wish Ron Harper would have went through a list of every single person in the world who couldn't guard Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? He was like, you're gonna put that guy on Michael Jordan? No, get the fuck out of here. You gonna put what? You gonna put the groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil on Michael Jordan? Get the fuck out. Anyway, from this day forward, I grant you this, Greg, Brendan, Haroon, I won't eat anymore on the podcast.
He's gonna quit the podcast.
Yeah, there's something coming with this. That's the kind of thing that doesn't come no strings attached.
1 hour. All we ask is 1 hour, ready to work.
So I'm ready to work. We're raring to go, man. I want to make sure I got all my nutrients so I can be cock strong for this thing.
Let me tell you this. let me tell you something right to your goddamn little fucking Italian face. I had a beautiful sandwich. Okay, we're talking salami, capicola, some nice provolone, some peppers on there, a little oregano, tiny bit of mustard. Okay, I didn't get a chance to savor that thing. I made a beautiful sandwich. I had to wolf that thing down in 3 minutes because I dare not eat during my job, my business, my fucking career, out of respect to Greg, out of respect to Dan Harumi, out of respect, albeit not deserved respect, to Anthony DeVito. I ate my sandwich with no pleasure.
Can I say this right now? I feel like one of the women on Jag. Getting raped.
Oh, I thought you meant the other lady, the other Jag lady. You know, when they have two airplanes debating against each other, which airplane is going to jail? The woman airplane or the man airplane?
Yeah,
get 'em, Jag.
There are a lot of missed opportunities on that show to give airplanes personalities and have them be defended in court and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Jag really missed the mark in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I think this boat is guilty. I just can't prove it. He's got that look about him. We'll nail him down.
When you look back, that's the one thing I noticed with comedy. It's like one comedian will blow up, and then you'll see 15 other lesser versions of the same comedian also get like little things. Like, and if you look back in history, it's all kind of similar, right? Like, like grunge came out, right? Then that influenced a bunch of other grunge bands. Although a lot of them were great, they were like, industry was like, get me the next Nirvana, right?
Totally.
But that happened with every cop show. Get me the next cop show. In the 80s, it was vehicle shows. Get me a car show. We had Knight Rider. Get me a van, the A-Team. Get me a Airwolf. Like, they were just like, get me a vehicle show.
Get me a talking mode of transportation.
Yeah.
And now it's and then I'd say, like, from whenever, I don't know what was first, L.A. Law or the first the first Law and Order. Ever since then, it's just been, get me a police procedural in whatever way you can. Make it happen in a way that hasn't been done before. You can change the city, you can change the department, whatever. Mix it all up, make it military. However you want to do it, we need more. You can make it a comedy, a dramedy, a framedy, whatever you want. Police procedurals, baby.
We need everyone.
2 questions. What's a framedy?
A framedy is a thing where it's just a guy from he doesn't talk quite right. He's like me. He's got a strange unidentifiable accent, you know. And whenever he arrests a guy, you know, he goes, "Hey, where you from? Hey, you gotta tell me where you from before I take you in. Where you from? Where you live, man? Where you from?" That's a framedy. That's one of the top framedies on television. That's actually directly taken out of my pilot from Town CSI UV.
Yeah, man, I was hooked, man. I was engrossed. And I'll say they moved at one point. You're saying about like police procedurals. Then they just got fixed on location. Then it became about just strictly like, let's exhaust every department that's in Chicago.
Sure.
whatever municipality they have there, we'll write a fucking show around it.
Remember Chicago School? There was like a school show for a while.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, man. Chicago like, Parochial.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had that guy was the principal that I like. I like that actor.
Oh, that guy's good.
What was that guy's name?
I don't know. Wasn't the guy from what's the name on it? The guy who does all the Knicks shit and the Instagram videos that are huge. I met him.
Albert?
No, he's the guy who's like, fucking Trump, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Michael Rapaport.
Michael Rapaport, I think, was in it too.
You talking about Boston Public?
I think so.
Boston, no, not Chicago.
Yeah.
Right?
It's the same shit to me.
Same shit.
I thought there would be a Chicago around the 10th.
Rumi, don't ever do that again.
Good to me, man. Yeah, I think they should do more school shows, though. I actually like that show. I don't know who the actor was, though. You're talking about.
I went up because for those of you that don't know, I think Michael Rapaport may have been a stand-up early in his career. I don't know, but he's back doing stand-up now, or was before.
Yeah, I met him.
Let's plug his dates.
And I followed him at the in the upstairs room at the stand.
Yeah,
and
I was with you. I'm talking about the time you were there. We're talking about the same time.
Yeah, we're talking about the same time. And
I was there too.
No, you weren't. And
all right.
And so as soon as I go up, as soon as Rapaport gets down and I come up, like 4 people walk. Like I think they were probably just going to the bathroom. But I'm just riffing. I'm just going, oh, you guys are you're acting like you're a fucking Rapaport fan. Like, name one goddamn movie Rapaport's in. No one can. And I'm doing that. I thought Rapaport was out of the room. He was in the room. He's in the goddamn room. I'm going, no one can name one movie Michael Rapaport's in. And I love Rapaport. I was just riffing, and now Rapaport thinks I'm his enemy. It's horrible.
So then, to continue that story, Rapaport comes up. I'm talking to this guy at the table. Brendan comes over and he disappears for a second. And Brendan's like, Rapaport hates me. He hates me. I shit on him when he got stage. What are you talking about? The guy didn't notice. He would have said something, blah, blah, blah. Rapaport comes back, sees Brendan, turns his back to him and leaves.
You've been Rapaport.
Man, I got a bad rapport with Rapaport.
Yeah.
Man. Whoa. Yeah, he saw me. I was walking down the street that day, and he came outside, and out of nowhere he goes, "You know who I fucking hate? Brendan here."
Do you know who I hate? It's hard to do a Rapaport. He's got like a half New York, half retard kind of thing.
It's not helping your Rapaport case.
That's going to be on Boston Public.
No, but that's true, right? A little bit. It's like this slurred sort of like.
I laughed very hard when you said it.
But it's like this slurred sort of like, I don't know what it was. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah. I had it at one point. I used to listen to his podcast quite a bit, but I can't do it on command. I need to have him close to my brain in order to pull it off. But right now he's far away.
And you know what? I want to apologize. I don't use that word retard usually, and I did it for comedic effect, and I feel bad about it. So
who are you apologizing to? Retards don't listen to this podcast.
I know, but I don't like that language, and I feel bad. So I'd like to apologize. Anyway,
I've
Greg,
only ever used it in a comedic way. I've never used it in a clinical way. So I think it's all right.
I don't know. Yeah.
I've never honestly diagnosed somebody with the condition. But I've only ever used it as like a lovable way to call someone dumb.
Yeah, man, I'm over it, man. COVID has taught me one thing. It's like, man, say what the fuck you want to say about me, and you will say everything. We'll just say things, man. I don't know. Just don't be an asshole. Say shit. Don't be an asshole about it. You know what I mean?
That's Michael Rapaport right there.
That's actually right, man. It's
that
good.
is how you do Michael Rapaport.
How many people? Yeah. How many people do you think Michael? Just assume Michael Rapaport was in White Men Can't Jump.
100%.
It's gotta be everybody, right?
I knew he wasn't, and as soon as you stop telling me he's not, my brain automatically goes back to he was. Yeah, of course he was. Why wasn't he? If he wasn't, they fucked up.
Reset the Rappa clock.
I don't know what the timeline on his career was. He may have been a little young, but if he wasn't, you better fucking believe his agent got an earful for him not being in White Man Can't Jump. Because that's the only role ever built for me. And and it goes to Woody fucking Harrelson. You ever see that guy?
I'm surprised you didn't get me in the Beastie Boys. I should have been one of the goddamn Beastie Boys. Crazy you didn't let me do that.
Hey, let me ask you this. Why am I not Eminem? What?
You think I'm not? I don't know where I'm from. You don't know where I'm from. But you're going to sit here and tell me I'm not Mark Wahlberg? Fuck you.
Oh, the rap.
Yeah, man. I love him. I'm a fan.
Everyone here loves him except.
I do love him, man.
Brendan.
Right.
I do love him. I
It's
fucked
guts.
up, man. I was a riff gone wrong. You had to try and save the room. The room was getting up. I'm acting like these people are Rapaport fans. I fucked up. I apologize right now to number one Rad Dudecast listener, Michael Rapaport. You have my apologies for both what happened at the stand and describing your voice as half New York, half retard.
I'll say this, man. This podcast, if you wanted to cancel Brendan, this is a podcast to do it.
Yeah.
So far, this guy's talked bad about the Blue Angels, Michael Rapaport, and retarded people. Get him!
I say everybody or no one. All right, stop calling people. I got mad the other day because someone was tweeting. Some people were tweeting like, white women don't want to be called Karen. It's like, all right, then don't call them Karen. All right, we just did this whole thing. We're letting anyone just say you can be whatever you want. You want to call your name Apple. You want to be whatever. We're accepting everyone. But then white woman says, I don't want to be Karen, and we go, well, fuck you. It's like, let's be on the same page about everything or nothing. And so I say, call everyone everything. Except to their face. Say it behind their back. You know what I mean? Say it behind their back with your friends.
Yeah. Pass notes.
Pass notes. Bring back passing notes.
Yeah. I missed the whole. I was so caught up with the coronavirus. I missed the whole Karen debacle thing.
Yeah.
This shit blows up overnight. And then, Greg, correct me if I'm wrong.
I'll correct you. I'll just talk. This is my subject.
I was adding on. I thought we were a three-man triumvirate. Go ahead.
No, we're a one-man show, and you guys, I pass you the ball when I'm not scoring. Isn't that the rule?
Can I say this? Why don't we get a real ball, and we each have our own ball, and then we can pass when we talk,
Yeah. No, I don't know, man.
Complicated,
I'm picking on
could
that.
be interesting.
I'm bad. I'm just picking on Brendan today. I'm just bad.
Oh.
It was my first pick-on joke. He missed it.
Well, let's bring Brendan back
Remember
up.
that?
As a great Phil Jackson, the great game manager of all
All right, we'll
time.
bring back the triangle.
Let's bring Brendan back up, and let's say a couple great things we love about Brendan. Brendan's the only guy I know that can run 10 miles and still have the I still have the energy to do the podcast.
Yeah, he's one of the funniest guys I ever met. It was much easier. Why didn't you just go with that? He's one of the funniest guys you know. You didn't have to come up with some kind of mile per hour and do another thing.
I wanted to bring up something recent.
He was funny 20 minutes ago.
True.
30.
Well, okay, I guess I'll change my answer.
I think
Brendan was so funny 20 minutes ago.
I either froze or he's going to punch me in the face.
That's a nice thing about quarantine. It'll take him quite a while to get over there.
That's right.
No, it didn't freeze. Brendan is doing Brendan, that's the other thing people know about Brendan is that he's actually a trained actor, more so than Greg and I am in the way of he's taking acting classes. And Brendan right now is channeling all of the lessons that he learned. And you can see it in his eyes. It's very good.
Well, I'll tell you what Brendan usually does. I'll have to do it because he's for the people not watching, there is literal steam coming out of his head and ears. Oh, it's
now this Karen issue, Anthony, popped up overnight, and then we're all supposed to fucking pretend like Karens have been going on forever. It's basically calling a basic white woman a Karen, sort of like they call a man a Chad or whatever. I don't care about it. I don't give a shit. But then I also get mad when I see these tweets. I see tweets like, oh, it was okay to call black women Shaniqua, and now white women are mad they're being called Karen. And it's like, nobody's mad. And it was never okay to call people Shaniqua. And there were people named Shaniqua, as there are people named Karen. Everyone shut the fuck up. Fuck all of you. You know, God damn it. Everyone just be nice. I take back the thing about the retard. You know, fuck me. Jesus Christ. Calm down. You got called a Karen. Who gives a shit? It's a name, you idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, word up, man. That sounds great.
Word up too, man.
And points to Anthony for the thing about the run. That was great. I ran 10 miles. It was fantastic.
Told you guys.
Still had the energy to do a 5 p.m. podcast after a 10-mile run. That's the kind of compliment I like from my friends, not some cliche horse shit like you're funny, not some stuff you read in a book.
You know what? Let me then take my compliment back. Say this. You're ugly.
That's what I'm talking. That's the Greg I know and love.
No, I didn't like that.
I loved it. You're a handsome man. I love to be called ugly by a handsome man.
You're going to get a phone call. You're going to get a phone call with me crying for some reason, oddly weird, apologizing for something you didn't realize.
You think I feel good about using the R word 17 times and cutting you off? You're going to get a call from me crying.
You didn't say Rapaport that much.
Oh.
Hey, let me ask you something.
What's
Remember 19 minutes ago when you said you had one bite of soup left?
It's just crazy how much soup he has. It's a half-hour system.
This guy's got half a keg of soup in front of him.
Well,
it's his last one, though, so he's gotta make it last.
Yeah, I'm trying exactly. It technically is one bite, but like Harumi said, I've kind of cut it up into multiple smaller bites.
No, you haven't. I saw that bite you just took. It was overflowing the goddamn spoon, man.
It's crazy. Whenever I eat soup, I do one spoonful, and that gets all the meat and noodles, and then I'm left with a goddamn cup of hot water for an hour, trying to pretend I got something while Peter tries to eat her meal. And then, so I don't have to hear, you eat too fast.
Oh, man. There's not that much left in the can.
The can? You eat directly from the can?
No, but the can, I meant the can in like a general term. No, it's a bowl of homemade chicken soup.
Homemade.
So it's homemade, but you call it from the can.
The can in the sense of like how someone says like, I don't have a lot of gas left in the tank. They're not referring to their body as a literal tank. What they mean is their stamina system.
Wait a minute. When was the soup made?
6 days ago or something like that.
Okay, so when time to eat the soup came, it wasn't, it was delivered right before the podcast. It was a blatant choice to eat soup while you were doing the podcast.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes. It was a choice
that
I made, but can I weigh out
last
my
choice he's never going to make?
What?
Oh, that was too harsh.
I didn't really hear it, but I'll take your word for it.
He threatened your life. That's what happened.
It's the last choice you're ever going to make.
Hey, man, come on down. I'll give my address to anyone who wants it.
You don't need to give me your address. I know where you live. I'm not going to murder you.
That's true.
You don't understand. I think there's a miscommunication here.
Well, what was I saying? Oh, the soup problem. Yes. I weighed it out in my head, and I thought to myself, I'm going to get a lot of shit for eating soup on the podcast. But if I don't, I'm going to be withered to mere bones. And I won't be able to do the podcast. And like Greg has been preaching, we are a triangle offense. And if one part of the triangle isn't there, what do we have, guys? A line. And where does that line go? Straight down.
That line goes to the two motherfuckers who can make it 1 hour without eating soup. That's exactly where that line goes. You'll be withered to bones after an hour? Greg, go ahead, please.
No, look at my hands. What do you see in my
pass you the
hands?
ball.
You don't see soup in my hands. Brendan, do you have soup in your hands?
Soup free, baby. Don't shoot.
An hour without soup. Don't put your hands up like you don't have soup there.
Well, everyone had their hands up. That felt fun.
That's not what we were doing.
I don't have soup in my hands, by the way. They're
Now,
soup free.
We're
being technical.
I got to break in for a little advertiser's break for a plug. As usual, at Airbud, EYREBUD, you can send me nudes. They've been a little drying up lately. But also, DM me if you got a computer to sell, PC or Mac. A nice computer. Greg got me on one. I need 2 computers now because I broke my lady's computer. So DM me if you got a computer to sell. Because I can't go. These computers are too expensive, man. DM me for extra computer info.
Well, Brendan, why don't you come to me?
You got a computer for sale?
I got a warehouse full of these guys.
Tell the truth. You got a computer for sale?
No.
Fuck you.
Why would he have a computer for sale? He doesn't have a computer. No one here takes technical responsibilities for themselves. You all have the cutting edge of technology, but the edge of the worst. the cutting edge of the worst possible technology you could have. Everyone in this pie, except Harumi. Harumi, I only want to respect our electronics. Although mine always fall apart, so I don't know what the fuck happened. He has voice.
And yours are all wrangled.
What do you mean? Wires everywhere.
Not just that. I mean, they're you've acquired them through means of other than paying market price.
Yes. Every day in 365 days, you'll have a year. If you steal a piece of technology from a Best Buy once every 6 months, you're gonna have a full audio studio.
That's how Johnny Cash stole that Cadillac in that song. One piece at a time over 30 years, and then the thing was all mixed up.
It's the craziest thing ever.
Wait, what?
The song is the craziest song ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a song about how he steals a piece of a Cadillac, one piece every year or something, and then he's got like, I got a 69 transient and 5 wheels.
Yeah.
Like, how did that would work?
He's like, I got to. The chorus is like, I got a 59, 61, 63, 68, 69, 72, 49. Like the whole thing is it's bad. It's a Cadillac's mixed up. He couldn't get it registered, man. Couldn't get it registered.
Get that.
Oh man, I wish he wrote a song about that. No parts are compatible, and it's a bitch to get this thing insured.
That's literally what the song's about, Anthony.
Oh really?
That is the song. Yeah.
Huh.
Just steal a regular car, and then scratch the VIN number off with an old tooth.
Well, you said something earlier, and I wanted to get back to it, but I forget now.
I'm so hungry. That's why I'm so mad at you, because I'm so hungry, and I'm jealous.
I ought to make you.
Here, I'll give you some soup, Greg.
Oh, that's how that works. Sure. That'll work. I should have made you one of these sandwiches, Greg. Traded for that computer, man. I got some nice capicola.
Gabagool. It's called gabagool. Stop calling it capicola. You're driving me nuts.
I can't go that Italian.
Yes, you can. We grant you Italian privileges, man.
Gabagool. I got some nice gabagool. I got some gabagool. I got some salami.
I got to be honest.
Salamo. Salamo. We call it Salamo.
Anthony, am I actually Italian? Because I don't know that I ever actually checked. But I don't know. Am I?
Yes.
Look at your real last name.
Your real last name has like 9 Z's in it. I'm Italian, and I'm telling you, it's crazy how many Z's you have in your last name. Yes, you are very Italian, very Italian.
Irish and Jewish. I look just like Brendan.
We do look similar. Me and Greg look far more similar to each other than either of us look to you, Anthony. That's for sure.
Harumi looked more like Anthony than anybody else.
I've always thought this about myself. I've always considered myself I've always I found a link with myself and Asian people more than I have Italian people.
Really?
You have a bit of a you do have a bit of a Mediterranean look to you, but you also have sort of a war-torn Eastern Europe look to you. But that's more your stylish choices. That's more your beard and your kind of lack of any sort of professionality in your haircut.
You look like a child trying to kill Tyler Rake.
Who's Tyler Rake?
You guys didn't see Extraction yet? I knew that joke was too new. That joke was too new. You got to watch Extraction, bro.
Is that a movie with Jason Bateman?
No, it's not. No, that's Extract. I think that's what you're thinking of. I don't think Jason Bateman. Yeah, he was in it.
He was in Extract.
Is the new Thor movie? Chris Hemsworth and one of the Russo brothers wrote it. It's awesome action movie. It's like John Wick, and it came on Netflix, and it's awesome. And I watched it last night. And he fights people who look like you, Indian motherfuckers, Indian gangsters. They're chill. He beats up. There's a scene where he beats up a bunch of children because they give all these children guns, and then he goes, "I'm Chris Hemsworth. I'm gonna fuck these children up." Kills them. I loved it.
Sounds like the movie for me.
It's good. You didn't see it, Brendan? I thought you'd be on top of that.
No way.
I
was too busy breaking Amy's computer.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. How did you break her computer?
Well, I guess you were gone getting soup while that was fucking discussed. You motherfucker.
Fucking Rad Dudecast replay. Happens every episode.
She's got an old MacBook Pro, but it's too old. and so it's really limited in what it can do. Just because Apple deliberately makes it has the power, but they deliberately make stuff so it won't be compatible with operating systems back far enough. So
Steve Jobs' last wish.
So I had to upgrade her operating system outside of Apple, outside of the Mac store, because they don't offer El Capitan, which was basically like a transitional operating system. And so I had to go on Macworld and find a illicit link for El Capitan. I put El Capitan on her computer. It worked fine. Problem is, her computer is just so old, it doesn't have the fucking power to run El Capitan. Everything's frozen up, slow, all fucked.
So you need more electricity.
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah.
This guy worked at the Apple store. More electricity.
It seems like I encounter this all the time at the store. Simple problem, man. You need more electricity.
And what do I do? Do you rig up a bicycle with some wires, or what
That's
do you
one
suggest?
option. Yeah, that's one option. No, the other option, you just what did you say? A lightning storm?
What did I say? A lightning? No, I did not say a lightning storm.
You got a lightning storm. That's what you wait for. You lightning storm. You stand outside with a metal rod or a sword if you got one, and then once it connects, blammo, bajamo, your computer will start really firing.
Thank you.
Yeah, or put it in the oven for heated instead of electric. You know how they have an electric stove and they have a gas stove? Do the gas version for the computer. Just put it in the oven for 300 degrees for 3 hours.
Can you get your hands on an eel?
Yes, I already have my hands on an eel.
All right, you want to grab an electric eel and you want to wrap that thing around the computer, and usually you can use the pulse from there to really charge that baby.
Yeah.
Usually. Now, in the instances where that does not work, what do I do?
Well, you got to throw the eel out.
Yeah, don't throw out the eel with the baby water, is what they say.
Because the eels don't last that long outside of water. So it's like, that's the issue.
Hold on. Greg, what is the baby water?
You put baby in water with the eel, and then you got to get rid of the water. And they say don't throw out the eel and the baby water.
It's like
throw out the baby and keep the eel in an aquarium.
It's like an old immigrant expression.
Yeah, because people would prefer to have eels than babies because you could get a baby for free. Eels are very expensive.
Exactly.
That is true. I can't argue with it. Wait, you got to just get
condoms.
Greg's dangling a thing of condoms in front of us like a sophomore.
This many times tonight, baby.
Why do you have so many condoms?
Oh, we had to buy them because Tita got off the pill, and then I just put them in my room for. I was gonna say for a joke, but I just masturbated with one I thought that'd be fun. Yeah. It's not fun.
I've done that before, thinking it'd be hot.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not, and it smells funny.
It smells very funny.
Yeah.
But I also thought it'd be fun for comedic effect at some point to pull these babies out.
Always super funny.
You gotta put them in your wallet.
How funny would that be when the police come to your door instead of showing a badge, they do that? So funny.
You're under arrest. That's the thing, right? In that hip hop video with Snoop Dogg, he pulls out like 100 rubbers, and you go like, "Well, you could just wear one and have." Are you changing them for every woman? I guess that's probably safer. I don't really know how safe sex works.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't have condoms you can reuse, huh? Like, you know how they do in grocery stores with a bag?
My friend Vance in high school thought you reused them. He washed them out. He washed it out and hung it up.
Yeah, I would think that.
He was using one condom for 2 years. Still, we caught on. He told us about it, and everyone was shocked. And we had to correct him.
It's always a fine line between an idiot and a survivalist. You know?
Yeah.
So it goes so close.
I had a cousin. I remember I had a cousin, and we went to his. I fucking remember this. I must have been 8. We went into his room. It was like a big Christmas party, and on his wall he had all condoms hanging on like a plaque. And I remember being like, "What is that?" And then my mom being like, "Those are condoms." Well, I had to explain it. It's like, "What are you doing, dude? Why are you hanging? Why are you?" And also, he has parents. They should have been like, "You got to take those condoms off the wall." George would have punched me so hard, my nose would have imploded and exploded throughout the back of my head. Yeah.
Question: used or in the used? So these were trophies. These were he had fucked a girl, put it up on the wall as a trophy.
Yes.
I see no problem. This is like, why is a hunter allowed to put up an elk's head on his wall? That's far more vicious, I say.
Well, I'll tell you this: it would have been weirder if he had an elk's head because he was 15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he was too young to be fucking at the time. 1, 2, he lived in his parents' house. You know, you want to do that in your college dorm or your apartment where you're not having the family Christmas party? That's a different story.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Even still, like, I guess you have to do it in a room where you're not fucking the women, because that's going to be a real turnoff if they come in and they see your trophy wall of used spermy condoms. It's going to be hard to close that deal where they go, are you going to fuck me and then put the condom up on that wall? No, that's something different. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew, you use condoms?
That's an art project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think both are wrong. I think the hanging the trophies of animals in your home and the condom thing are wrong.
I think you should
How about
hang.
that?
You got to hang
Pretty cool
deer's
theory.
deer's dicks with condoms in them. You got to go the middle.
Yeah, that's my new stance. That's exactly what you should do. Hang
Well,
deer's dicks. Deer dicks?
What I do like
Nobody knows.
is I think taxidermy is a wasted art. Everyone's getting these animals they hunt taxidermied. I was at the what do you call it? The Tampa Improv, and I walked past the fire station there. They had their firehouse dog taxidermied when he died, and they just put it out front. That's great. That's awesome. That's what you should be doing with taxidermy. Get Anthony, when one of these cats in your backyard dies, get him taxidermied. Get him a cool pose, some sunglasses, maybe a Bud Light.
Man, I love this idea. Can I tell you a weird thing that happened yesterday? Now that you brought up my cats, this is by the way, the idea you said is a fantastic idea. I opened up the blinds yesterday, and I looked at our patio bench. It has a yellow pillow on it, and the cats have kind of taken it over as they're like, that's usually where they sleep at night. And I opened the blinds up yesterday morning. There's a huge stain of blood on the pillow. You ever see something in the morning, you're like, I'm not dealing with this right now.
Yeah.
So I did the dishes, and then I went back. I still haven't figured out what happened there. But all the cats are accounted for. But I did see that day earlier in the afternoon a cat I had never seen before. So I'm not sure if it has anything to do with him, either being the aggressor or with being the attacked, or one of them gave birth or had their period. I have no idea, but it's a real mystery. Brendan.
How, in inches, what was the dimension of the stain?
Don't get it.
I had 6 inches, circle-wise.
You know who this is a job for? You know who this is a job for?
Ace Ventura.
New York cat homicide.
Dick Wolf.
Joe.
Yeah, Donnie Wahlberg comes in.
Yeah. This cat didn't commit suicide. It was a murder.
Ice-T just, I never liked that cat.
I don't know. That cat used to come around all the time. I saw him yelling at his wife one time, but I don't know. It's the case.
Greg
I mean, I'm just loving these vignettes. I'm just listening and laughing.
Greg has turned his background to the Northern Lights, I believe otherwise known as the Aurora Borealis. Is that true? I don't know.
Yeah, I hate that because I have the green screen up, but it looks so boring when I turn it off. But then I get so sick of the background. So I got to switch when my energy fades.
Which, speaking of the Aurora Borealis, and this is slightly related.
That was your setup? You're never mind.
I wanted to do more New York Cat Homicide Squad. You guys were being so funny with that.
Okay.
Well, not now.
Hey, I did this. This cat.
Aurora Borealis.
This cat tried to. He said he was hanging around near the playground, asking all the kids, if they want to come get some glamour shots taken at a studio. I don't think that's right. I think he probably was doing it for other reasons other than to build his portfolio as a cat children's photographer. I think it was sexual.
Well, tell us about Aurora Borealis now.
All right, that was great. I got my fill. That was funny. I was just liking it selfishly. All right, go ahead with the Aurora Borealis.
And here's the thing: there already is a good known cat children's boudoir photographer, so I think that adds extra suspicion under him. There cannot be two.
Yeah, I loved it. I can't believe I'm saying this on the podcast, but stop being a homicide cat detective and tell me about the Aurora Borealis.
And so I brought him in. I read him. Of course, I read him his rights. Greg's left.
That is the way. That's so funny, man. That's the way you can throw Brendan off kilt. If you just switch up one of the boxes, for some reason his mind can't.
I can't handle it. I can't handle it.
It's so funny.
It's
like
so
spraying water on a cat.
What's crazy is, and the Aurora Borealis reminded me of
Such
this.
a hard word to say.
Two things are not really related because the Aurora Borealis has an explanation. But the I believe the Navy intelligence. This is how crazy COVID is. They basically released. They declassified evidence of UFOs.
I don't get.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Here. What does that mean?
We're out of content. So like the same way that ESPN released The Last Dance early, like they're unloading the vault at the government.
Yeah.
They're doing the same thing.
But it's not Martians. It's fucking just unidentified ships.
Yeah, but it's ships. It's crafts that they know nothing in their inventory has the capabilities to do, and nothing in any known military in the world has the capability to do. And so they're essentially saying these are extraterrestrial objects of some sort, whether that be a weather phenomenon or an alien. But
that's the most horrifying thing that's ever happened in my life. So I'm gonna go kill myself now. You guys heard that?
Yeah,
that
was me. Yeah, sorry. I pulled up the video.
I thought it was the government listening in.
That's
what we're
we
saying.
talked about aliens. All of a sudden, a crazy noise happens.
That's what I thought.
Shit
Yeah.
my pants.
Hold on a second.
You got the video?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Brendan,
so someone released these videos like 5 years ago, and the government didn't confirm or deny it, and now they're just like, fuck it. Like you said, they're out of stuff. They're like, yeah, these are true. These happen.
Yeah, man. This quarantine lasts another month. We'll find out who really killed JFK.
I already know, so I don't care.
Who was it?
What?
Who
well,
was
it was what's his name? Old boy there. But it was orchestrated by Sam Giancana and the mob.
Oh, right.
So are we, Bobby Laser, that guy was what he said was all true? You don't know Bobby Laser?
It's Bobby Laser.
Who's Bobby Laser?
Big UFO guy. He worked at Area 57. Is that it?
Huh.
That was on Rogan?
Yeah, he was on Rogan.
Oh no, I have no idea.
No Bobby Laser?
But I don't know. I mean, a man goes by the name of Bobby Laser. Obviously, I'm curious. What's he about?
This is not a joke. He just was on the podcast. He talked about how he worked for the Area 57 and it was all these aliens.
Area 51 or 57?
Oh, the alien one. The one we're
okay. So we're watching this footage from a fighter jet.
Well, that's just a speck on a. But I tell you this, Sean Donnelly must be losing his mind right now. This guy lives for this stuff.
I
mean, what the heck am I looking at here? It's just
wait for it.
It's like a spot in the camera.
Yeah. Anyway, it was better when I told it, but don't worry about the video. Take my word for it. These things are wild. Okay.
Wasn't it just footage that they already had though? So it's not really anything new.
The footage is already out.
It's footage that they never released. Someone else released it, but they're finally being like, "Nah, this was ours. That wasn't doctored. This is real."
Yeah, I heard they also have footage of a woman dunking a basketball.
That's fucked up, man. I think even crazier is a retarded person dunking a basketball. I'd like to see that footage.
Oh man, I think it made me laugh.
Although some of them, can jump pretty high because they have extra special talents. I think I'm about done. I'm out. I don't know what happened.
He's out of gas.
Let's
Once Craig got in that grass field, I think he felt the blades of grass too much.
Let's have our weekly. Airing of grievances. Did I cut you off at all today, Greg?
This has nothing to do. Let's just get this out there on the air. This has nothing to do with anyone. I am starving. Came into this podcast starving. Saw Anthony eating. Got so jealous and angry. And have only gotten hungrier throughout the podcast. But this is no one's fault. I just can't eat more. I got to eat more. Oh, I do oatmeal in the morning, and it's just not enough. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got to get like a big hearty cheeseburger to start my day.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Nice juicy cheeseburger. Kick the day off.
Can I provide you a tip?
Sure.
I would suggest a nice big whopping spoonful of peanut butter in your oatmeal. Okay, that's going to give you the sustained energy you're looking for. And peanut butter is not the healthiest food, but it's not the least healthy either, and it really gives you good energy.
That's a good move. I like peanut butter. You ever also wake up and you're pretty sure your wife is mad at you and you don't know what you did because all you did was sleep? So something happened from 9 p.m. to 11 a.m. that I did, but I don't know what it was. She's mad. If I woke up and I gave out the codes to the house or my bank account to someone, I don't know what I did.
Yeah, I can definitely relate because around 8 o'clock last night, I was stressed about trying to get my hands on one new laptop. And then I woke up this morning. Now I'm stressed because I need 2 new laptops.
You only need one because I got one. So you're back to one.
Okay. So DM me if you got a laptop for sale. It's got to be kind of good. Oh, not that good.
I wanted to give a shout out to Corey Versus on Twitter. He's recapping every single Rad Dudecast episode and putting them on Twitter. And just thank you. It's so nice of you. It's really funny.
It's great. It's very cool because it's bringing up a lot of stuff I forgot.
Yeah. Same.
Forgot and still don't remember. I read
them. Same.
No idea what this could be.
Yeah, I read them and I go, yeah, this sounds funny. But I have no recollection whatsoever.
I read them and I go, we are good. We are good.
So, also, I don't know if this happens. It's crazy. In my relationship, if Tita's flirting with a guy, it's like, it doesn't bother me. Let her have fun, But let me tell you, if I see other fans talking to other podcasts on Twitter, I get so jealous and angry.
Oh my God.
You're hanging out with Tuesdays with Stories? I thought you were people.
And I know who you're talking about. And I know there's several of them.
I don't feel that way.
I don't feel that way, and I'll tell you why, Greg. So I initially felt that way, but then I realized we're amongst a good crew of podcasts.
Yeah, I love all those people.
Our podcasts, our fans, they like other good podcasts, so it's also good. It's fine.
There's more than 1 hour in a day, so to be like you listen to ours and then you don't just go to bed.
Yeah,
yeah, that's insane.
Of
course you should be. Yeah.
It's like someone who watches SVU is like, wait a minute, you're also watching Full House? I'm furious.
Yeah. The real Uncle Paul move.
Uncle Paul?
If I can't have you, no one can, Bev.
Did he try to kill your aunt?
No. Well.
What happened to your head?
What?
You suddenly became just a head laying on a table.
I'm trying a new angle.
You're resting. You're eating. You're going back to bed.
He also let me point this out because I think this if Anthony were on trial for eating soup, which he's not, but if he were
been convicted guilty and will be hanged.
Something the prosecution might bring up is he texted about 20 minutes ago he was having hammock time. So it's not as if he was on some it's not as if he was on some soup preventing business phone call. And then I should say Greg sent the invite at 12:59 and Anthony said, "I'll be there at 1. I'll take my 1 minute." I think he said, "We said 1, I do 1." And
yeah, so and then he showed up at 1:09.
Yeah. So the guy had soup time galore. It It was a work.
no.
This is my only time for lunch.
I cut into hammock time. Soup time would have vastly cut into hammock time. You don't understand the tight ship that I'm running here.
Eat your soup on the hammock, man. That's more fun.
That sways too much.
Yeah, you'll burn yourself.
Yeah, I'll burn myself. It's dangerous.
Like a cinnamon toast crunch or something like that. Like some kind of cold soup.
Oh, yeah, like a cold soup. How cereal is called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for donating.
Right.
We used to have a rope swing. We used to have a rope swing in my up this tree in my backyard, and you could climb the garage and get on top of the garage. You'd have to do this when my mom wasn't around, and you could swing, and you had to aim it right. If you aimed it right, you could jump off the swing into the hammock. It was crazy. Wow. It was the best. But if you aimed a millimeter wrong, you slammed into the tree that hung the rope from at 1,000 miles per hour. It was the deadliest game ever made. But then that rope swing was there for years because the neighborhood kids would come over and play once we grew up. But then my mom cut it down once I started hanging myself off stuff.
Sure. Good move. Smart.
We can't have this anymore. Get rid of the phone cord.
A mother knows.
I used to work at Fortune Offs, and we would do. I worked in the comfort department, and it was in the warehouse. There was this like forklift that would put all the comforters in like the top like level. So like it was the second floor, but there was like a giant opening door so they could put the boxes directly in. You have to carry them upstairs. So what I would do was you would run and jump out of the door and then land in the boxes of comforters.
Oh, nice.
Soft and great. Okay, fun, right? Because they were in boxes. The boxes would break, but it'd be soft. One day we took all of the comforters out of the boxes and just had them in a pile, and the kid ran and jumped, and because they're like plastic, they all just kind of like slid out of the He landed right on his arm and immediately had to go to the emergency room, broke his arm, got workman's comp. They didn't have camera. I don't know what the hell happened to him, but I remember he was like, nah, man, I'm working. But it was like, yeah, you need the boxes to keep the plates so they don't slide away.
Of course.
Very dangerous.
The other game we played on the – it's so funny how kids like games that are like – that hurt them. Like this game – I loved this game. My brother invented
do the same thing with love.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It was the first version of being with a woman. My brother invented this game that he would do to me where I wasn't allowed to look. And he would either leave the rope swing as it was or he would tie the end of it. And then I had to jump off. So and I didn't know because I wasn't allowed to look. So either I'd get a regular ride on the rope swing or it would jerk to a sudden stop after getting full momentum. And I just go fucking flying off of it. And it was like this crazy mind game because you got right to that point where it would jerk and you didn't know if it was going to stop or not stop. And it was like I would get fucked up every time, but I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it.
That's what I really missed out on having siblings. You know what I mean? That kind of that kind of back and forth with your life, you know?
Well, it was not a lot of back and forth because he did not permit me to play the game to him.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Brothers are bastards.
Yeah.
I used to do this game called we used to call it TIE Fighter with Star Wars. I would just do it myself. I would sit in the hamper, and because it had like this grate in front of it, you look through it, it looked kind of like you were flying a spaceship. So I would sit in the hamper on the top of the steps, and my brother would just come and kick the hamper down the steps. 5 or 6 times. I never learned.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's just kind of like you took on a hit, you know, like a rebel plane hit the plane.
Yeah, except I could die for real as a kid.
Hey man, the calamities of war.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right.
My mom used to wake me up and tell me I was the most special boy in the world.
I know.
It's a fun game.
But she didn't know. She only
sometimes naps. What?
She never had any other kids. That's the problem.
Yeah, she only knew you. She only knew you. What other boys
she saw other kids? She saw other kids.
She
She
didn't.
saw them out there. She saw them out there. She knew that they weren't as good as me at all.
No nephews, no cousins, no other boys. Just one
Yeah.
ex-husband who, I'll be honest, not a great litmus test. I mean, you're as long as you're not taking.
Wasn't an ex-husband. He died.
I think it counts as ex.
No.
Not in the eyes of the law, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Once you become not human anymore, you're no longer.
She's a widow. She's a widow. It's not.
I tell you what, man. You go on Boston Legal with that case, they'll shut you the fuck down.
If I have a wife and her brain comes out,
You do have a wife.
Okay, I'm not. No, if I have a wife, and okay, if they take my wife, who's brain dead, and they replace her with robot mechanics to then work at a grocery store, am I still married to the grocery store robot?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
No longer
In the
alive.
eyes, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying in the eyes of the law, the way it stands, yes.
So you have to get a divorce then.
You would. You'd have to wheel her into court.
Yeah, you have to say.
There's
I'm sorry,
only
I'm
one
failing,
person
and you throw it in the
here.
grave.
There's only one person here whose father is a lawyer. I will ask you a series of several questions. What percentage of your wife remains?
Her whole brain was removed and put into the ocean.
I didn't ask that. What percentage of the makeup of your wife remains in the grocery store robot?
The only thing that's not there is her brain. She's cybernetics in the brain, and it's using human skin and shit.
And the rest of it, everything else is your wife.
RoboCop, same exact thing as RoboCop.
Oh, this is case closed. You're still married, my friend.
I don't think so. I'll fight that.
No. Case closed. It's in New Jersey standards. It is 51% of your wife has to be replaced for it to be
I got a divorce
annulment.
I got a divorced robot, but that's not like death till you part. Till death, I rest my case. Till death, do you part. That is the end of a marriage.
I've said this. I agree with you.
Point.
But the case law says 51% of physical parts of the person's body constitute you still being married.
So when they get buried, when the worms eat them, eventually 51% is gone. So you have to wait till then to be divorced?
Oh, no. Nobody's saying Anthony's mom is still married to Anthony's dad. What we're saying is the phrase is not ex-husband.
Yeah, ex-human. It's ex-person.
No, it's deceased husband.
When someone dies, they are no longer a human.
No. Well, right, but it doesn't make them. Your ex-husband, ex-wife implies divorce.
Divorce through death.
No, there's no divorce needed.
All right. Well,
we gotta stop. Greg's gotta eat, man. He's turning a different color. He's gotta eat.
I'm mad at everybody here.
I know. He's getting salty.
Check out
great bit.
Check out the Patreon.
Now I'm salty.
Why are you salty?
Because Anthony's got an attitude.
I was trying to look out for you, man. I'm trying to get you a sandwich.
He's in the middle of a great grocery store robot bit.
I thought, look, I loved the grocery store robot bit. I thought it wrapped up. I thought it was a nice point to say that I see that Greg's face is changing color, and I just want him to get food.
Okay, so two quick things. Greg, I cut you off. Continue. I apologize.
I just said it could be an allergic reaction because I ate something before that I never had before.
What was it?
What was that?
Earthworms.
Because it could be that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we didn't know. You are in the grass. Check out the patreon.com/Rad Dudecast. 3 extra episodes a week. They've been very good. And then the other thing is, if we do this live Zoom episode next Monday night, stay tuned to the Rad Dudecast Instagram, the After Dark Facebook page, the Twitter. We will give you details on where to send your emails if you want to watch this, if you want to be a part of it live. It will probably most likely be Monday night, as long as that works for all of our schedules. So stay tuned to the social medias for that information. Does that make sense?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, man, that's great.
Also, if you want to see a game, maybe we'll play a game.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
This guy, Winston Hodges, funny comic from
Virginia.
DC or Virginia. Yeah. He wants the Rad Dudes to do his game podcast. Are we still game?
Okay, when do we do it?
I don't know. I kind of like was like, message them. I don't know. Pretend you didn't message me. Message them. I would do it, but
We'll do it.
Yeah, and then the guy that said that thing about not being able to get on. No, I'll just message him on Patreon. That's better.
All right. Good episode, boys.
All right.
all right, hit stop.